Neshoba, Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and it's Fun Friday as the gang is all gathered today. How are you, Odie?
I'm good. We've already started with a laugh.
I'm going to let them go ahead. Anybody notice a new do on Odie?
I'm neither one of them.
You always block the camera. I can never see Odie.
I know he stuck that camera right there between us. Hey!
Yeah, I guess it is new.
But we're going to
He
change.
normally has on a hat for me.
Do what?
He normally has on a hat.
Well, I lowered my ears yesterday.
Yeah.
Like you got hit by a weed eater. Two of them.
Two of them.
It is Friday, isn't it good?
It is.
It is.
We're
It's
getting,
going to be a beautiful day.
and you've got a huge event planned for it. The Queen has, well, her what do you call it? Her party. What is the Queen's party
The
called?
court.
Ball?
Yeah.
The court.
You're having your
the gala.
court tonight.
Yeah.
I think of a ball.
No, we're having full moon, and we're really excited because Scotty Ray didn't mess up the weather.
For once.
For once, we had a tough year last year with the weather. We fought it all year, and it's going to be perfect tonight. I think we're like right at 70.
See, when you're nicer to us, how the weather gets.
Is that
Kind of works that way.
Yeah, but we're really excited. We got a great band, Livestock. They hung out with y'all yesterday morning.
Yes.
They're awesome, and this is one of those we've got a great band, great weather, and it's the first one of the season, so we're expecting a really good crowd.
We're predicting it won't be like the Super Bowl. We pretty sure you'll be able to understand all the words.
Yes.
Yes.
They came and tried out for you.
I know,
And they're
and that's-
Scotty Ray approved.
We
so.
need to do that with each one of these because there's nothing worse than showing up somewhere and you're going,
Where'd they find them at?
yeah. So we can like screen all these folks for y'all.
Yeah, that way you don't end up with Bobby Fleet and his band with a beat or something, you know.
A good band is the key to all of these successful things.
Well, weather is pretty. I mean, Meridian, y'all get real upset about 5 degrees. Let me tell you what.
do y'all realize we're already getting ready for Bud and Boiling? That is not that far off.
It is not, and that is a great event. They work really hard on that. Mitchell Distributing, that's one of their things, and like Mardi Gras, and they're a sponsor of ours. And man, that's a huge event.
Is.
It brings a lot of people downtown. It's a lot of fun.
And never.
I saw y'all there last year.
We were there last
I think you loaned me $20.
I think I did.
Did you ever get it back?
I feel like I paid for like a meal or something. I'm probably still a little short. You got to get yours.
I have no idea.
Hey, we did get a good meal last week, did we not?
Yes.
Greg Punchman, he goes, she's paying. Get anything you want.
I'll have 2 of those black bottom pies to go, please.
Scotty Ray left the county line.
I did. We went down to Enterprise, and man, it was good food, wasn't it?
It really is.
was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Company was okay.
Well, good company's what makes good food. I mean, a Mac Double with me and Scotty Ray is gourmet.
Over the top.
Can we talk about this shirt real quick?
What's wrong with the shirt?
It's.
I like it. It's got puppy dogs on it. Who don't like puppy dogs? Again,
How long have you had it?
I got it for Christmas. It's from Duluth. This
Okay. All right.
Duluth.
That's 10 correction.
Now, and I see those commercials, but I've never owned anything from Duluth.
Worth every penny.
I don't want to touch you, but all right.
Is it a thick shirt? Good.
Is that what is that the kind of dog Bocephus is? Or is it different?
No,
kind of dogs?
Bocephus is of his own breed. I mean,
He's a Heinz.
he's a whatchamacallit.
He's the same as.
No, everything I've had at Duluth's good stuff.
Look,
I'm not familiar.
I hate to admit this, but as I came in, what was it, Tuesday night that Donald J.
Smoked them? Yeah.
That night.
Yeah.
I came in and Angie had taken the iPad, and it's pretty neat how you can take your iPad whatever you're watching online and throw it up on the large screen TV in the living room. So she done that. And I was sitting on the end of the couch, and at 9 o'clock, clockwork, these pups expect their treat. And we have, if anybody's ever seen them, both in here at one time, Ellie is about yay tall.
Yes.
She's white, little critter there. And then
Little
there's
baby.
Sophie, who is in her
She a
world
big
6
girl.
foot tall and bulletproof compared to her, way over her. And so she seeks protection every night because they wait all day for 9 o'clock, that treat time. Each get this little bone about yay long. And if for any reason Ellie were to take a pause and look away, well, Sophie will move
It's
in
gone.
and take it. And so each night she comes for protection. And I was sitting there watching Donald J, and he was giving his thing, and she come up to me with a treat in her mouth, and she laid down in front of me and cried. And cried and cried. And I finally had to get up and go to the bedroom, put her on the bed, and let her eat her treat and sit there with it while he spoke because she was afraid that Sophie was going to take her treat. I felt bad.
Well, she's working on training you.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's already got
Already got it.
I can't believe you made her beg.
No
But she
joke.
was, I mean, it was just
Poor
loud
baby.
whining and crying because she knew if she set that down, it was game over.
Oh yeah.
Terry?
Dogs train people a lot more than people train dogs.
You-
We're
you know,
just
you-
not willing to admit it. I mean, Bocephus will come and he'll go outside. He thinks he's going to get a treat. Well, he'll just make a U-turn on the porch, come back in, and go to the treat box. That's not how it works.
Well, he gets in the Jeep
Does
so
for
he can
him.
go get a beef stick from the store.
And then he sits in the Jeep if he's not through riding around, and he'll sit there and look straight ahead for an hour till you carry him for another loop.
Dogs have that effect, don't they?
They train people a lot more than people train dogs.
I'm on this. And you're just as guilty.
Mine is
yeah.
bad. I mean, she is 15. What do y'all want us to do? I don't know. She's riding pretty bad.
I finally got a bag of parched peanuts yesterday, and I'm cracking them open. I'm eating one and giving Bert one. And I'm
That's
sitting
what you
here,
do.
Come
I
on.
mean, she has certain babysitters. I mean, it's a
Whoa,
problem.
wait a minute. Babysitters?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
well, whatever.
Does she go to doggy daycare?
She cannot. She can't. She's.
No.
She would have a come
Doesn't
apart.
social with other
no.
dogs.
I mean, when she has to go to the vet, she is horrified by those other peasant dogs in there. I mean,
Bocephus sits in the chair at the vet. I mean, he will not sit on the floor like a dog.
No.
I mean, you'll have to stand up and let him
she
sit
just
in
shakes.
the chair.
She has a come apart. I mean, she can't handle it.
And
She's-
the thing about it is, I can guarantee you there's tons of people who identify with what we're talking about with their pets and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Everybody's got an inside dog, does.
Oh,
yeah,
have
she
mercy.
runs our house for sure.
Nothing quite like it. It's going to be a fun time. What were we going to say?
You start to plan vacation and you've got to go where the dog can go. I mean, you're trained. then.
Yeah, you are.
I mean,
There's certain hotels you can't take
are
them
they
to.
pet
Yeah.
friendly? You got to carry the dog.
My, oh, my.
Set your chair up
You
at the
take
beach.
Bocephus on
You sit-
vacation with you?
You set the chairs up
Yeah,
on the
he's gonna
beach
sit
and
on
you
the
look,
beach with us.
and Bocephus is sitting in your wife's chair next to you under the umbrella, and she's just looking.
And you're not doing anything about it, are you?
Well, I mean, I don't want him. He's sensitive.
Greg, let me ask you something. We were talking about, you've been married how many years now?
30 years.
And so of that 30 years,
Here we
your
go.
wife has worked in one location, hasn't she?
29 years.
Oh my gosh.
And congratulations to her. She is
That's how old I am.
changing jobs today. Today's her
Again?
last day. I told her, you're just a quitter. Just can't keep a job, but I'm very proud of her.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I have nothing but good things to say about where she's leaving. I mean, she's leaving internal medicine and going to CIS.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were over there, and that's what you and I have a personal connection there.
Yeah, they saved both of our lives. That's what we were telling them.
And
Hey,
you
we're,
saved RW.
yeah, that's right. We're good advertisement. Scotty Ray
Postage.
started taking his shirt off. I thought, hey, this ain't that kind of place. Dr. Haley saved me. I said, yeah, he saved me twice. Dr. Haley's our hero now. I'm
It
telling
is.
you.
It got a bunch of goats.
That's
and just
awesome.
Fun to talk to.
That's right. When his
He's a good
goats
guy.
get out, we go running. We're gonna help Dr.
Well,
Haley.
y'all didn't help us last time.
Well, we was on our way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like at 3 in the morning, Odie. Y'all need to pick a better time that goats get loose.
And then he was like, no, go. You've got to be on the show in the morning. You need to go back home. I'll finish the rest of the night. And I was like, Doc, I said, you can't. Oh, I can get it. I said, Doc, you just got out of surgery. You don't have but one arm. He said, you got to go get on the show. go get some sleep. I said, okay.
There you go. Already 10 minutes after the hour coming up, we got a lot to talk about. That girl is here. We'll talk about lunch today. All that's on the way.
Oh, I'm excited about lunch.
Woohoo! When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp to trail riding or just working around on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as this day has begun. Yesterday, matter of fact, you and I were together when this happened. We were actually
Aren't y'all always?
Was y'all going to get your nails done?
we were in Marion, weren't we?
Heading
Yes,
to or
we were.
from eating, weren't you?
Why do you always ask that? Y'all pre-eating or post-eating? I mean,
Which one was it?
right after. But anyhow.
But I got a text. We were filming a commercial is what we're doing. And I started getting texts that said, fight, fight, fight. I said, Greg, we got to go.
And we're opposite. I'm wanting to get away from, and he's running too. So we were in the same vehicle.
So we pull up, and it was at a nail salon. And as the texts were coming in, they go, it's 9 women.
When I saw this, I knew. I said, Greg's really going to enjoy this one.
No, I wouldn't get out of the car. I'll tell you straight up.
I didn't know you were
He
there.
said the
I didn't
car.
know you were afraid. He wouldn't get
I
out.
locked the door. I mean, I'm sorry, dudes is bad enough, but women will hurt you. And I was like, get them, Scotty Ray. Get 'em.
I done some filming of this, and then as I walked back to the truck, I heard psst, psst, over at the gas pump. And so I walked over, he goes, man, that was bad. I wish you'd got here early. I said, we was trying. And he said, I think it was over somebody's baby's mama. And I thought,
Did
okay.
you record it for me?
That's unconfirmed as to what the argument was over, but 9 of them at least in an argument there.
But you can get under the seat of a Tahoe, because I was under it looking out, even with those tinted windows and the doors
shocked
locked.
you fit.
Well, somebody's got to tell what happened. And when I heard that, let's get ready to rumble, I was gone.
At the nail salon.
At the right there at the nails. Ray Stevens could have a field day with that one.
I even got a call from inside the bank going, we're watching. It was WWE. Is that how you say that?
I don't
Leave
know.
one of them W's off.
Oh, okay. But live action there from the streets of Meridian. You just never know what's going to happen.
Yep. Never know.
You just got to wonder if somebody put the wrong color on. Or
What sparked it?
But you never got the full story.
I never got the full story because it was by the time we got there and that camera went on, it was like everybody gets out of.
I have questions how like 9 people got in. I spent some time at a nail salon, and if somebody got in a fight, I would just, we would keep doing our
I must
thing.
be next.
Like, how did 9 people come all, or
I'm
you know what I'm saying?
suspecting that something happened inside and all their friends came in. Suspecting.
But this isn't like I don't know. They'd have to be on their way. I don't know. I have
maybe they
questions
change prices.
because I'm not getting involved. I'm
But
just,
it was more police than you can imagine. It was everybody was there,
interesting.
from small rank to high ranking.
they might have went up on the prices while they were getting their nails done, and they had a
You
come
just never
apart.
know.
Who knows?
We did get word yesterday in Philadelphia, well, Neshoba County. Let's take a look. This is one of those things you don't want to run up on. You're driving down the road. This was, let me see what county road this was. I think it was 210. County Road 210 near County Road 1107. Look, y'all look at this.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's not good.
Row. They had to have crews come in to repair that. And probably, if I were guessing, all that rain that we had undermined the road there. And is that right?
Yep, I would think so.
All over that. So
they don't have no cones.
Well, they had to. I think they were stolen. So Eric Clarkson out of Tahoe.
Yeah.
Blocked the road.
I mean, most places just put a cone in it for 6 or 8 months. I mean,
Or plant a flower in it.
We've had that happen around here.
you can brim a bed in that after it sits there long enough.
I bet that bridge ends up getting closed soon, wouldn't you think?
We had one over by the Wesley house that they had the community had started putting sticks in it just to to give it a new look.
Yeah.
It was that.
Oh,
for a
really?
long time.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a warning sign.
It's finally fixed now.
Is it? Okay.
It's fixed now. But I went over there and took a picture one day, and he goes, "Man, you 3 weeks late."
You remember there was a lady that hit a pothole, called an ambulance for her back pain.
It sure
Showed
was.
it now.
You know, that's
it was in a
pothole.
parking lot, and I got an idea she had just seen one of those one-call things on the interstate. Yeah.
Richard was on the billboard.
But she did. That happened. That's the truth. About a week ago,
About a
wasn't
week
it?
ago, yeah.
Said she hit a pothole in a certain place's parking lot, and she was having severe back pain and needed an ambulance.
And
Oh,
I did
gosh.
not go to that. I just didn't feel that it
Imagine
needed
that.
How fast was you going when you hit said pothole?
in a parking lot.
In a parking lot.
In New Orleans this summer, somebody grew some tomato plants in one.
I wouldn't want to be.
Oh,
the
they
one
were,
picking
and then there was one they had done a little swimming hole in. There's like a video of it. I'll send it.
Now,
to you.
I kid y'all not. Now that you bring that up, I'll go ahead and tell the truth of this. Right before I moved out of Scuba, we'd lived there. I guess we'd been married. Oh, we'd been married about 10, 12 years. I'd forced Angie to move to Scuba, and I went down to get the mail because that was the thing. You don't use a mailbox. You have to go to the post office. That was because you saw everybody. And so I pulled up, and I was putting a stamp on the thing, and I looked up and I thought,
had to lick 'em.
that flower bed looks a little peculiar. And the more I stared at it, it was tomatoes growing in the
Post office.
post office flower box in Scuba.
But that's back when they used to offset the prices.
Yes.
They had sell tomatoes to keep those stamps
I don't
low.
have
Now
a
look at
problem
what
with that.
we're paying $1 a stamp now since they quit growing the tomatoes.
That's true.
Now you have to go down to Mathis to get your tomatoes because you can't get them at the post office no more. And they are open this week, by the way.
They do, don't they?
Got in all those fresh vegetables, so got cucumbers.
I'm ready.
Still got the dry peanuts, but man, they got tomatoes. They
I'm
got all
holding
kind of
out
neat
Greg
stuff.
because I remember getting a couple there last year. You know those watermelons? Those
Oh yeah,
I'm ready
hadn't
for
got any watermelons yet.
garden.
But now strawberries are close. Randy showed me a picture of a strawberry, and he had the bottle of water, and that strawberry was just about as big as the bottom of that bottle of water.
gosh.
That's one of them
Yeah,
3-biters. You know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? But yeah, they're open Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
I think 8
I
to
bet
6,
you could do
something
it in
like that.
2.
Can you still take your peas and stuff down there and they shell them for you? I know they used to do that.
I think
think
they
so.
do that. I think they crack pecans for people. I mean, they got casseroles, milk, ice. Good, I mean, they got that
You know, I got a
hand-dipped
message.
ice cream.
yeah.
I got a message this morning from RW. It had a picture of his passport and said he was headed to Clark County. I wonder if he was going to take some casseroles by there.
Well, I don't know if he was going down there to get some or not, but he has to get it stamped before he can go into
Yeah, well, I told him,
another
I said,
county.
be careful with that much stuff. And he said he was taking the trailer with him.
He may still be walking because he's usually broke down.
Y'all are
Him and
the
Judge
most
T. Walker.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
him and Judge
Judge
T
is
walking
yeah.
hand in hand.
Yeah, maybe they got to where they can share a vehicle now.
Uber or something. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that horse with no name. I went to
Yeah,
the
went to
desert.
the desert. Look, you didn't tell me that Meridian had a bunch of cougars. I'm telling y'all.
Talking about Mercury Cougars? Or?
No, I'm talking about women's. I was driving down 14th Street yesterday, and I pulled into over at the your office, as a matter of fact, and I'd gone inside, and I come out, and there was a group of women there going, ooh! And I looked across the street, and this is what I saw. They were rehearsing, getting ready to go on over to the fire academy, and they were cheering those guys on. Woo, woo!
I think you're making stuff up.
Oh no!
Was this
I
so
witnessed it right there. They were watching them go back and forth. A big cougar reunion on 14th Street.
Don't nobody ever holler
Where's
with
the
me and
picture?
Odie's
If you were
running.
there,
I was standing up amongst them with them.
the only run you make is to the.
Me and Odie run every day. Let's not say what me and Scotty Ray.
We go by the gym
That's
twice a
right.
day.
We don't stop, but we go by there.
Y'all are ridiculous. I don't know how I'm here.
Hey,
Or
we want to
why.
bring this up. You homeschoolers out there that want to play football, this is coming up. They're going to be getting together this afternoon. If you'd like to play football, learn more about it there. You can go by Sunshine Ministries Church there, Pleasant Church Road in Hickory. They're going to be playing Meridian football for those who want to play. That's great. So.
That's right.
We are getting a report of a possible shooting.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Downtown 16th Street
25th
and
Avenue.
25th Avenue. So we're trying to get some
someone
more
has
information
been-
on that. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, that's
See how that goes. Yep. Hopefully everything's okay. Supposedly at this time.
Supposedly it's at
shot.
16th Avenue, 16th Street.
25th Avenue and
And-
16th
yeah.
Street. Yeah.
Is that 2 blocks up from the office?
Yeah.
Isn't that about the old Stevens Funeral Home?
Yeah, about this side, there's some apartments right there by it.
Yeah.
So somewhere in that area
Is the report?
is the report.
And May.
Is the report.
Supposedly, that's just the information that
I'm getting stronger
a
reports.
bystander is getting a text to us.
I'm going to wait to verify what I just got.
All right.
You gave everybody my phone number, so they text you and then text me what's going on. And then we still find out before 911 does.
I'm sorry, guys. This is what it looks like.
All right, we'll be right back.
One good picture or one bad picture over there.
Yeah, I'm getting word that we may have someone deceased at the scene.
Okay.
And again, this is breaking. As we'll find out more
As it
information on
happens.
this.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. Let me get some ducks in a
We
row.
need to change the clock again anyway.
He won't buy a AA battery.
I've just been changing
So
it
we've
on
been
the
changing
break
it every time I open, y'all wouldn't notice.
because people are upset. All right,
It
press the
readjusts
commercial
10
button.
minutes at a time.
We'll be right back.
Joe Norwood is asking for your vote, District 82, House of Representative, March 25th. Norwood has been District 4 Supervisor since 2000, served on numerous boards in the area, was instrumental with the weather radar in Marion, and helped bringing the data center to Meridian. He is a member of numerous associations, both national and state. He asks again for your vote, March 25th, for House of Representative, District 82. Paid for by Committee to Elect Joe Norwood.
The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray, along with the entire gang there, as we welcome in this Friday. And again, as we get more information on what has happened, there has been a shooting in downtown Meridian. 100% sure. At least one shot, possibly another person is deceased at the scene, is what we're getting at this point. As we confirm more information on this, we'll be passing this along. And let me, what was the exact location? I got to get
16th Street and 25th Avenue.
I got 1601 25th Avenue
25th Avenue,
is the report
16th
at this
Street,
time.
25th Avenue.
Supposedly.
As we get more information on this, we will get this out. Mighty early. If this is true, this will make the third murder for the year. This time last year, we had one murder. As we get ready for a mayoral election, the top priority that has been by every candidate that has been spoken has been crime. This is another example to why who you elect as mayor, who you have as police chief is very important. Now, again, as we all know, a mayor, a police chief can't be everywhere at every time. It's what you do in between that has an effect on what crime is in the city of Meridian.
Well, we also need, and it's not an election, it's a personal choice. But I think it's something we need to do, and that is bring the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ back in our everyday lives.
Till you get that right, ain't nothing else going to fall in place.
Go help. Jesus Christ can fix that part and the thoughts of an evil person. But yes, I agree with you. Leadership is a key. But this 40% now go to church compared to what it used to be. You can see the demise of a community, and you can actually lead that back to the lack of Jesus Christ, in my opinion. And everybody got one.
And I agree.
Okay, we've got someone headed to the scene now, so we'll be getting more information.
Scotty Ray is having a come apart right now.
With this, I can't be there.
He is supposed to be, that Tahoe's supposed to be on two wheels right now. And he's supposed to be grabbing his bulletproof vest from the back. And and he's having to sit here.
He tells Greg to grab the wheel and drive from the passenger seat.
You can hear Trigger neighing down in the barn, ready to go.
And he's got to sit here. He's just shaking. All right, you're gonna be all right.
Hold on to that
breathe.
Cup,
But we'll have up to date information here in just a minute as this unfolds. I had a good time yesterday. I went out to Northeast Elementary, and I have not been there since I left there.
Boy, that was
spent 12 years of your life there, didn't you?
I did. In elementary. A big thank you to Miss Summerlin and Miss Rimmerly for letting me come out to the kids there.
Were those kids like, I went with you to a school one time, and I was shocked at the reaction that these children have to this man. Were you popular out there?
Absolutely. They knew us.
If I was you, I'd go to school every day.
Santa Claus.
He's like, they're right there together.
He's between the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus.
That's where Scotty Ray lives.
We
really
done
amazing.
some Dr. Seuss books,
Did
believe
you
it or
read
not.
The Fox?
No.
Am I the only one, the last one to read that? Was it a test or something?
As I entered one of those classrooms, they made the comment to me, somebody else said, throw the book away. That is a tough
I don't
book.
blame them. I wanted to take that last one.
Yeah, sometimes they give them hard Dr. Seuss books to read, and it really trips them up. So they have an approved Dr. Seuss list, Scotty Ray and Odie, when they go.
C being right.
Well, I tell you, y'all go read The Fox, and then we'll see how it goes. Y'all do
You got to tell us what's next, Scotty Ray.
Well,
I
was still talking
y'all
to
just sit there like not.
He's still struggling.
Like you're in charge of.
We got this birthday yesterday, and we needed to celebrate.
105 years. That is awesome.
And a proclamation was made by Mayor Larry Gill yesterday.
Oh,
awesome!
I didn't know that.
Marion, and March the 6th is now Ann Collier Day.
I love that.
Great.
That's awesome. Good for her.
We had a home destroyed by fire overnight last night. Total loss as we go here to take a look. Last night, this was in the early morning hours there. Here's another view of that right down from that. Totally destroyed as we look at this. And this would be in the 1700 block of 18th Street. Y'all think about them as this home.
Absolutely.
No injuries.
And it's a good opportunity, and I think Odie probably chime in here too to remind people. I think time changes this
Saturday
weekend.
night or Sunday morning.
Change your batteries and your smoke detectors.
Yep.
If you do not have go get a smoke detector. They save lives. We hear more and more, and especially seems like in the last few weeks or months, not only in the city, in the county, just everywhere, of more and more homes. And to me, and I'm very seldom serious, but in all seriousness, please get smoke detectors because they save lives. And I mean, to me, there's nothing more tragic than a house fire. And our hearts do go out. And again, I'm seldom serious, but hearts and prayers go out to these people that's been affected. But
it seems like a lot.
It seems like a lot in the last three. Usually, it's a cold winter when the temperature changes or something. But in the last month or so, it seems like there's been a lot of house fires.
Well, here's one
with the smoke detectors. If you're building a house, all your mobile homes, it comes with it. It's a mandate.
Right.
And if you're building a home, go ahead and run your wire where it connects every single smoke alarm together. Right now, if you've got just a smoke alarm up there, if that one activates, it goes off. In a mobile home, they're all wired together, and you should do that in your stick-built home, brick home as well, where one goes off, they all go off.
Right.
When you're updating the batteries, as Rodney said,
change your time,
change
your battery.
Change the batteries.
Yeah, when
in
you're
your clock
ordering
too,
batteries, get some for the clock.
Yeah. So I don't have to manually do it.
So most of your new smoke detectors now come with a 10-year battery.
Right.
Which means it is not changeable, and in 10 years, throw it away.
Throw it away and get another
new one.
But
So
they
10
save
years.
lives, and I mean to me it's just heartbreaking a house fire.
Yeah, it really
Hearts and
is.
prayers go out with these thoughts and these people. It's just been bad.
Now, everybody at this, as we pull this up, and I've done a graphic on this, is everybody got out of the house, which is great. It is an electrical fire in the wall happened last night as we pull up this graphic last night. This would be in the 1500 block of 9th Avenue. As you look here, here's Front Street. This would be, what is it, Auto, it was one of those auto stores right there.
Advanced Auto.
Yes, Advanced Auto. Just a little bit behind it that caught on fire. Everybody got out of the house. The Meridian Fire Department arrived on scene, and they were able to get it out, and they brought in fans to get out the smoke, but it was an electrical fire in the wall. Everybody is okay, and I think the home was saved just some smoke damage, if you can say that there is a good thing to end the fire. If your home makes it, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got more coming up. We're going to go to break, and we'll be right back. We're going to do some
History.
It's on the way.
No way.
All right.
I think me and Greg will buy your lunch today as a repayment for last week.
Somebody's already offered to feed me lunch today.
Well, that's where they were going to take you.
That's what we were going to do. We'll be right back as we get today underway.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with the gang. It is Fun Friday. We welcome you in. On a serious note, as we get an update as to what has happened in downtown Meridian, we're looking, what was the exact address?
16th Street and 25th Avenue.
We have a murder scene there now. We have one person deceased. At first, we thought there could be several. At this point, the information that I'm getting, it was one person, and they are deceased at the scene. MPD is on scene along with Metro Ambulance, and I do believe that someone has made the call for Stella to make her way there. We don't have much more details at this point as to what led to this. What could it be about, as we can only make assumptions this early in the morning. Not most likely anything. It would lean toward domestic. We don't know that, but this time of morning.
Yeah.
Before we get on to our history, Melody, who is our fine Red Cross director for our local area, she put on here, if you live inside the city, call Meridian Fire Department for smoke alarms. And anybody in the county, call the Red Cross. And they can get your address and they'll put you on a list to do an area. So smoke detectors, they're not going to just bring you one, or you can't just come pick them up. They will actually come and install them for you where they should be installed at. So Melody, thank you for pushing that out. But our local Red Cross has really stepped up since she took over the helm, and we've got a good one here.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. So what are y'all doing over there?
Nothing. Just waiting on the old clock to change.
Well, it changed.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we have discovered over the last few days, the battery behind Julia has died in the clock. So she has been changing it for us every few minutes. We had complaints about the clock. It never time stands still with us.
He could just get a battery. I think it's only one. Maybe it's two.
He's got a Julia now.
That's right.
She is the...
I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, where are you going?
And Greg can't reach it.
I'm going to Chicago.
Sweet home Chicago. You going to be on Oprah? What are you doing?
Windy City.
It's kind of a 2-part trip, little spring break stuff, and going to go see some plays and stuff with my daughter, and then do some museum stuff, and then have a bachelorette trip for St. Patty's Day. The dyeing of the River Green. They do St. Patty's real big.
And you have somebody getting married there?
No, it's a trip before they get married.
What grade are you in to be going on spring break?
People, and my daughter.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
and you're the chaperone.
So you mean? Wait a minute. They used to go down to the diner for a bachelorette night. Y'all are like going out of town, like.
Well, that way.
You got to go somewhere.
I didn't realize that.
That way he can't go find
And I've
out
always
what
wanted
she's
to do St. Patty's Day in Chicago.
And you don't have to give a name, but let me ask this: is the female over 40, or is she like young getting married? Is this her first time, or has she done this several times?
No, this is her first time getting married, and she is under 40.
39?
No, I mean, she's younger than that.
I'm trying to get a visual of what the trip's going to be like.
There's
like sponsored by
there's a couple of
Metamucil
we got a
or
couple of
something.
moms. I mean, I think everybody's over 30. You know, everybody's over 30.
So you're saying it was her last chance to get married, and it was an
The
emergency.
train's pulling out of the station. You better get on.
The battery's running out in her clock too.
Y'all are terrible.
You know, it reaches.
I'm shocked anybody was willing to marry y'all. Shocked.
We're just trying to be helpful.
Anyways,
Choo choo. Train's gone.
You know, they used to. What show was that where they had the Sadie Hawkins dance and had the old? It's Jed. You remember the old folks home there, and they were about 16, 17, hadn't been married yet. That was funny. You really don't find the humor in it that we do.
no, I don't care.
As we go back to 1876, who would have known, who would have thunk it, that as of today, all of what happened in 1876 would have a profound way for you to look at someone now and talk to them?
Telephone.
But he'd have thunk it that we'd be doing this video-wise and everything else nowadays.
It's amazing, simply amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We are now. We'll have some pictures in just a moment. From the scene of the shooting that we've had in downtown Meridian.
Well, you know, the phones we use now have more computing power than the first rocket that went to the moon.
Correct.
That's scary.
That's scary. Yeah.
And they put a monkey on that one, didn't they?
Mrs. Baker.
Is that what her name was? I thought a monkey
didn't know
went up
that.
there. I bet she was worried.
Well, I didn't know that was the name.
He's just full of useless information.
Really.
I told y'all I was smarter than the average bear.
This guy, John Hurd, was born on this day. Do y'all realize
Christmas vacation.
And he's deceased now.
Really?
He died.
He probably got a bill for what that cost him when he left his son at home.
That's right. Twice. 3, no, about 8 times
Yeah,
now.
they did keep leaving that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point in time, I feel like you got to call CPS.
I tell that kid he might not be welcome.
America's bad boy is having a birthday today. WW is what he went by, at least in the back of that little book when Hank discovered what was going on.
Walter White.
It is.
Yeah, that's a good show.
That I'm telling you.
Yes, it is.
Have you watched it?
Oh yes, from beginning to end.
And then spin-offs sometimes are good, but let me tell you, the spin-off of Better Call Saul was awesome.
That was good. That was good.
You know, and it all really just started off as being innocent of wanting to take care of your family because you know you're dying.
And the guy was sick and he needed help.
And then,
no money.
And then all of a sudden he's like a criminal.
Say my name.
And you didn't know you had questions during the show until Better Call Saul came out, and it answered all of these questions that were behind the scenes. And the movie, whoever wrote it did. That was a good.
It was really good.
That's a good.
It almost thinks you that whoever wrote it may have had some criminal activity in their past.
There's no way somebody just thought that up. You know what I'm saying?
And it went up to a manufacturer and say, "Look, I just want to get an idea of a movie. Can I tag along?"
Yeah.
It's a talented writer because he got this group of guys to watch a whole series about making crystal meth, which is kind of amazing.
Whoever wrote that had bought dope in the desert. There's no doubt. I mean, it had to be some.
And who would have thought the Chicken Man was guilty? Because it was
the Chicken Man. I mean, he was smart.
What was his name?
Yeah, I don't remember. The Loco Polo,
something like
whatever.
That. I just remember that little bell.
I just like Mike.
Yeah,
Mike was tough.
Greg is kind of like a Mike. If you see Greg hanging out in front of your business, he's doing detective work.
No, he ain't. Because y'all went to a cat fight and he got down to the floorboard of a car.
That's
Somebody's got to tell what happened. Somebody's got to tell what happened.
Let's go back to 1966. I was a fan after I became old enough to even buy albums, but this was before the Mountain incident of what happened there. Is Hank
Jr.
He released a song today. He actually recorded it. He walked into the studio, and you have to put yourself in Hank's place at that point in time in 1966. His dad was the most famous person in country music. He was a star. Yeah. Everywhere he went, he was compared.
Standing in the shadows
of a very famous man.
Yeah. Cha-ching.
You ever heard that one?
I'm sure I have.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
You got to be a true country fan.
Country fan.
Absolutely. You got to be a
Y'all
patriot.
are tough on me.
But
you can't watch.
I'm so nice to y'all. And y'all
it's not one of those songs that was in rotation that they played every 3 minutes.
Okay.
Is what I'm getting at on that. Where they wore it out.
So it's not jelly bean music, is that what you're saying?
That's right. That's right.
Jelly what?
Bean music.
Bean, isn't that what his name is?
Jelly roll.
Jelly head.
Jelly roll.
No, jelly head. That's a turkey choke. I'm trying.
Julie, I'm going to turn to you and ask this next question.
I'm excited
because I'm trying to remember the famous line from this movie. It was 1973. It would have a theme song that has been unmatched yet, but Burt Reynolds was in it. And it was something about he sure has pretty
lips.
Yeah, is that what they said?
Yeah, with the dueling banjos, kind of that they wasn't in it. But
Deliverance. Do y'all remember that movie? Yeah. What was that famous line?
You got some pretty lips. What?
I don't know.
Squeal like.
Yeah, it's something like that. Mm-hmm. Dueling Banjos went gold today. Do y'all remember that?
Absolutely.
I mean, I've heard the.
But it come from that movie, and of course, he was trying to get away in that little canoe, and bless his heart, that was a tough one there. We'll leave it at that. Maybe you need to go back and watch the movie there. Mm-hmm. Let's go back to.
I put it on my list.
I remember. And if y'all will talk for just a second.
He's taking a phone call.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do this.
This one is the important one. I don't know what button we're going to push, and I don't know exactly how to describe this woman.
We
narrowed it right on down.
Narrowed it on down. She is a comedian.
Okay.
Wanda Cox. We'll just go ahead and tell her who her name is.
Never heard
Wanda
of her.
Cox. I know who
she's played in a couple movies. She's always like she's had 4 or 5 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
She's wired up.
Well, it was from that famous movie there where they docked it in Washington D.C. and it come down and it hit the Capitol. Y'all remember her?
Yeah.
You talking about the
Evan Almighty? Wasn't
Isn't her name Sykes?
I don't know.
I believe it is Wanda Sykes.
Let's look at the keyboard.
The fact that
I guarantee you,
the fact that the Odie went with it and called her kite.
It is in itself. Let's take that back, because if you're looking at a keyboard and you've got one finger that you're using,
he's
the
defending
K is here and the S is here, and it could be easily, if you're not looking, hit the wrong key.
If
so
you
we're
moved
call
your
that.
hand from the home.
Correct.
Okay.
and he did spill coffee in the keyboard yesterday.
Well, no, that's true. Most of it went in his lap.
Oh, my wife is sending ugly messages.
About what?
She's spelling it out for me. S. Y-K-E-N.
Too late now.
I didn't mention where you just had a random N behind a year earlier. It was like 4 slides ago. I let that one go. So just so you know, I don't bring them all up.
You got to understand. I got in here kind of late last
when you
night.
sleep an hour and a half a week.
Let's see what else happened today. Oh, you ever been dumped?
No.
Never?
I don't know.
I mean, did a man ever call you up and go, "Hey, it's been real, but I ain't coming by Saturday night"?
Can't we
Tyler's the only one she's dating.
Can't we just be friends?
Did anybody say that?
It's not you, it's me.
Or were you the one that always said that?
I don't know.
I bet she done. I bet she broke.
Kick him to the curb. Yep.
She heard through the grapevine that she was going to get dumped, so she did it first.
Kick him to the curb.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I got no comment.
Think back now. Think back.
I do not recall ever being dumped. So if you dumped me,
I'm talking about. Think
speak up.
back in your. Do you ever regret telling some poor little boy that you're not going to check yes or no? Do you remember any of those times?
Yeah, you felt bad. Yeah, yeah.
Then you bump into him 30 years later, and you still got it in your mind of I dumped you.
I don't want to talk about this.
It would be 1973 that Conway tried to. He done his best to dump her.
Joni.
Close. And every time he'd go to tell her it's over, she'd interrupt. There's rumors. Well, that's the reason I called. And she'd just keep talking.
Oh, okay.
And he kept trying to dump her. And it was called As Soon As I Hang Up the Phone.
Okay.
And what is ironic about this is this had never been done before. They used an actual telephone in the studio, and they could see each other. And Conway calls from outside the recording studio into the recording studio, and they're looking at each other.
So it sounds like it's on the phone?
Yeah, and it actually was.
Okay.
Wow, that is cool.
And he did dump her at the end of it. And she goes, "Oh, no."
I break up, click.
Do it quick.
Yeah, we didn't have text messages back then. You had to break it to them.
Or either fold a note and pass it.
Watch them read it.
Done the football thing and thumped it to him in class.
Yeah, was that your style?
Whoops. I bet kids don't even know how to make a paper football.
They probably don't.
Do they even have paper
Or
anymore?
how to make a field goal.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Girls used to do this in high school to where they'd put their hand in it.
Yeah.
Pick a color, pick a number. Yeah.
And you do
What's that called?
I don't know. There was MASH though, where you I don't know, but you peel back.
Yeah, you do. You answer the question.
Yeah,
and then at the end you pull it back and it wrote out your future.
Yeah, what your future was going to be.
It was neat. I remember doing it.
Yeah.
Bob done went and drug up Jesse Coulter. My name's not Lisa. Woo. Jesse. Jesse was tough back in the day.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember that sound that would come on TV?
Cost a lot of money to rebuild him.
Bionic Man.
Oh, it happened. $6 million man.
It was the Bionic.
That's after inflation. It was.
Yeah.
That premiered tonight. And of course, he was a mega star back. He'd just gotten off being Heath off of the Big Valley, went from there.
Lee made, yeah.
And then Lee would move from there to be the ultimate Fall Guy.
With Heather Locklear.
That's it.
One of his more famous roles that he had there.
Yes, with Heather Locklear.
Or a gauntlet.
With Heather Locklear?
Yes.
Is there a picture of Heather Locklear?
We will dig that up.
She's almost as pretty as Catherine Bach, who, by the way, was Daisy Duke.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah.
We're getting to that. We've got a moment in history
Daisy
coming up.
Duke's coming up. I can't believe it.
1978. I don't know if y'all remember this. A whole bunch of boys that used to sing gospel decided it was time to, move into country music, and they did.
Oak Ridge.
Oh, that's them. And they had a little song called Come On In, Baby, Take Your Coat Off, Come On In. Yeah. It would go number 1. It was recorded today. That was a huge song.
And they sound just as good today. I like the Oak Ridge boys.
That was a cleaned up look for them.
It was. And we lost Joe, He's been gone, 6, 7
Wasn't that the bass singer?
Yeah, they done Tonight I'm gonna meet her at the Hungry House Cafe.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't seem to like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, let's go back to 78. Also, this would be, it was released today to radio. A little girl named Emmy Lou, and she had 2 more what? Bottles of wine. We moved out west together. Y'all are not with me on this one. 2 more. That was a big song for her.
Did
you just yawn?
Yeah, yawned on TV.
They're going to freeze frame that, and it's going to be a meme around town. Julia's mouth.
It won't be the first.
I can only imagine. Is it going to have something to do with deliverance?
Play the banjo.
She's changing the clock.
Yeah, I'm going to go change the clock while y'all just finish this up.
Odie is how you spell his name.
Yeah.
Let's go back to movie theaters. 1980. Were you born in 1980?
Ish.
You want to answer that one. 1980, tonight.
Really?
I'm 29.
1980?
Yeah, so you'd be 40, 20, what is that? Just 20. You'd be 45.
I was in the 4th grade in 1980.
I was somewhere along in there, yeah. But it would be a big...
No, you was in the 5th grade.
1980?
Yep. I
For
was
the
in
second
the 4th
time.
grade.
Yeah, but you were like 17 when you was in 4th grade. Odie. You can't count that like that.
But this was a big night
I
out at College
graduated.
Park as everybody made the loop past the Sonic.
Absolutely.
And
Go through
And
McDonald's.
this was on the marquee of the big movie out front.
Coal miner's daughter.
One of the biggest movies there ever was.
Country as a bowl of grits.
It is.
And it's good.
And all the bologna you can eat.
Oh,
Now,
there we go.
last Saturday, and what, Greg, how we missed this, not have given people a warning of what was going to happen last Saturday. It was somebody's famous birthday. It was Daisy's birthday.
Oh, you didn't tell people?
It sure was.
And we didn't
seen
bring it up.
And when it popped up on my phone, because I get Daisy alerts on my phone.
Bet you do.
I do. And
You
it
do?
popped, and I couldn't believe it. I said, Scotty Ray should have had a special Saturday show. I mean,
Just for
honestly,
Daisy.
for the Catherine Bach show.
You don't even care anymore,
A few days
Scotty
after
Ray.
her birthday, they would slap this on the front of TV Guide. And I thought it, since it was her birthday and all, this her birthday week, that we should decide 1-piece or 2-piece, what people prefer.
Clearly. That's
I mean,
the first thing that came to my mind, too.
What two-piece?
Are you serious right now?
I mean, she was on the cover of
Scotty
TV Guide.
Ray.
Who would have
This
preferred?
is...
I'm letting it soak in. He's analyzing this. It's like a scene.
I like red.
And you said it so simple, and that's how simple. I like red.
And you know that
little mustard on.
Ironically, that you said that, I had never until
Got no gas in it.
I like red.
But until 4:43 this morning, I have never seen the blue outfit before because the red one was a poster.
Did you get an alarm on your phone when it went off?
They have a Facebook page called All Things Daisy, and you get alerts when they put a new picture up.
Clearly.
It
I
dings.
mean, I've been signed up for years.
All right, now Sheriff Todd Kemp straightened this
corrected
up.
me.
It is Heather Thomas. not
Heather
Locklear.
Thomas, yeah.
Yeah.
Heather Locklear, who was T.J. Hooker's partner?
Sheriff?
Heather.
Heather.
It was one of
I didn't look at her last night.
Well,
Do y'all-
Todd, let me know who was
Do
T.J.
y'all remember that
Hooker's partner.
scene in the Fall Guy when you come through? You know, they had the bar
in the hot
stool.
tub?
Yeah.
And the bar doors?
The bar doors, the swinging
Somebody
doors.
help me.
Yeah. I couldn't remember my words for English, but I could remember
That's right. And Todd Kemp didn't give us, did he like red or blue? It's just simple, a color game.
Yeah.
There's no
You know
wrong
how
answers.
I ended up here?
You
thinking
broke
about
down in front of the place.
Exactly.
It was.
I started coming out here because of full moon, and that is why I'm here. So can we move along?
Okay.
That's no, I'm serious. That's the only
Heather
reason I'm on this
Locklear
show.
was on T.J. Hooker.
Who?
Heather Locklear.
Back to the
Was on
blonde.
TJ
Sorry, I interrupted
Hooker.
y'all.
All right, let's get this because this is bound to happen to Julia. Now, think back because you're a woman. Number one, puts you in the game.
Okay.
We're getting rid of transgenders, all this, because I don't know if it's ever happened to you.
I have to pick.
Sheriff is
19
red, too.
Oh, he's going red? 1981. Were you ever in a bar in your life?
I've been in one before.
In
Okay.
what year?
This happened in 81. Maybe she was in one later.
He just asked if I've been in a bar, and
I was going to say, there ain't no way she was in a bar in 81.
What can you remember the greatest pickup line that anybody sprung at you?
Oh gosh, I'm not doing that.
Think about it. Just give me one.
I don't know.
You know, like Ray Scott has that song out, and I laugh every time I hear it. Is how'd you get in them jeans?
Mm-hmm.
You know what looked good on you?
Me?
But do you remember any pickup lines? And men got plenty of them.
Yeah.
Give me one. Give me one.
I don't know. There's
PG.
Okay, there's the one like, you okay? You look like you fell from heaven. That kind of stuff.
Oh, they called her an angel.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think you've got my chair.
Yeah.
That was good. These old boys, though, would take a different approach to this of hitting on women. And it was pretty clever. And I'm sure some gave into it as they walked up to the bar and they said, "Excuse me, do you love as good as you look?" As we go back for the Bellamy brothers.
The Bellamy brothers.
And do you remember I'd lie to you for your love? I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer.
Yep.
Oh, I'm an astronaut.
I like the Bellamy brothers.
They were good. Redneck
And
girl.
they're still putting out music.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe last year they put out
That
album.
boob song.
Rub it in. I don't know.
This whole show has been
Off the rails.
No, but I mean that. They did release a song called that, and I watched it and I thought, that's
I
not
think
one of
they
their
did.
greatest
They
hits.
released something with Gene Watson, maybe, and the Bellamy
Really?
brothers. I think so.
Let's go back to 83. This was a big day for every little redneck in America. It was for me.
Speaking from life experience.
Yeah.
TNN signed on. We could actually see our favorite people then.
Crook and Chase.
Did she not have some legs? Y'all remember that?
She was pretty.
She was a pretty woman. Her husband was only 45 years older than her.
What?
He was the producer of everything for TNN. Very, very rich. And she just happened to get a job.
I bet she just fell head over heels for him.
Yeah.
It was love at first sight. Soon as she seen
Could
his
you put my
W-2.
name on them accounts?
Soon as she seen his W-2, she just melted.
But Lori Ann was, and she was talented. She was very good in Crook and Chase show. Charlie Cook. He had a good voice.
I like Ralph Emery, but
Yeah.
Ralph Emery could.
Do you have a face like Crystal Gale? Remember that? But if you have no talent and you look somewhat like Dolly, come backstage and ask for. Y'all don't know that song?
No.
Oh, Statler Brothers. You remember that?
Gotcha.
How to be a country star.
That's
There's
right.
questions we always get everywhere we go of how to be a country star.
Yep.
You got to learn to sing like Merle.
Yep.
Have a face like Crystal Gale. It goes on and on examples. Y'all are just really not with me on this. Let's go back to 86 to Highlander. Y'all remember that one?
No.
I never watched
Not
It-
my cup of tea.
It really was good. I
I
watched
like that
it.
coat.
I didn't get that channel.
Well, it had Sean Connery in it. And if Sean Connery is in it, it's usually pretty good.
He ain't even from here.
Now, I know that. I know.
But I like this one.
Oh, y'all remember this one.
What you talking about,
Yeah.
Willis?
What you talking?
Do not look at the misspelled word.
Yeah, oposo. Eposo. There's two misspelled words. there.
Hush. I was admitting to one.
Okay.
It's a different net, Stokes.
It's okay.
Same day, different year. Well,
remember
oops.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just
okay.
reached out and stabbed somebody.
What'd you do, Willis?
And didn't the girl, the sister on there, she had a
She
rough
robbed a
time.
store.
Yeah.
She died of a drug overdose.
Yeah, everybody on that show
And
kind of
who was
messed
it?
up.
Wasn't it Wayne Newton that bailed her out of jail?
Yes, sure was. It was. What happened to Gary Coleman? Is he still here? Or did he pass away?
I think he passed away. He had medical issue, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. I know he sued his parents because they took all his money and wasted it.
I don't know.
This show is never the same after this. As he got fired today. I forget what he said, but it was pretty bad there, and CBS fired him. And the show was never any good after that.
Yeah.
No.
2.5 Men. He was fired.
Oh, well, he stayed in enough, man. I mean, I'm sorry.
He was in drugs.
That poor fella was,
hooked.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he done, but it was some rant.
It was something ugly.
Yeah. And he got what he deserved.
Tony, just hang on. At the next break, we'll catch that
Yeah,
clock
I'll fix
up.
the clock in a minute. I'll get on it.
So we only do it during break.
We would lose
Low
somebody.
budget over
Anybody
here.
remember the song Up on Wolverton Mountain?
Yep.
They say don't go. Claude King would pass away today. He's the guy that made it famous. If I am not mistaken, Merle Kilgore wrote the song, did he not?
That I'm not sure.
I'm almost sure Merle did.
That's what I was
Who would also
thinking.
write Ring of Fire.
Who also was Hank Williams Jr.'s main, mostest best buddy.
Yeah, they were tight.
Yeah.
Sure was. Steve Lawrence, you might not remember this name, but you will remember him. He did sing, and he was in a lot of game shows. But you remember him sitting in the steam room with the Blues Brothers. Y'all remember that?
I remember that scene, but
All right, Alan said, what's his name, died of kidney disease.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman. Yep.
Well, that's our walk back in history today.
it was so much fun. I enjoyed the stroll.
You through walking now?
I'm done.
So, what do you like, red or blue?
She likes
Boy,
red.
did y'all
Look
see
at
that
it.
look I just got?
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll on.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with the entire gang. It is Fun Friday.
Yeah, boy.
As we take a serious moment here to talk about an incident that has happened since we've been on the air. We have had one person murdered in the city of Meridian, bringing the murder rate to number 3 in the city limits of Meridian this year. As we go here to 25th Avenue, here's the scene as police are live on the scene this morning here. The Meridian Fire Department on there, as we have special agents there now investigating the scene. This is the home where it took place. It looks as though it was getting some construction done.
Beautiful home, yeah.
Yeah, it almost seems like it wasn't formally occupied at the time.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
The
I'm with
porta
you on
potty
that.
out front indicates that there may not be running water inside.
Doing some construction and remodeling.
And again, as we go back to take a look at this, let's just go through these pictures. This is what we're getting right now. We'll have more on this as this develops throughout the morning. But murder in Meridian. This is 16th Street, 25th Avenue in Meridian. From what I'm understanding, a very serious wound that took this person's life. I am assuming at this point that it was a male subject, if I am not mistaken on that.
Wow. Well, 50-50.
You're right. And I'll have to go back and read my notes to make sure that...
At least now that Trump made the decision, it's a 50-50.
Correct.
It was, it could have been,
Yeah. So that's what we have. As we get more on this story, we'll update that and pass that information along to you. But always serious when we have a situation like that.
Praying for the family, but we also need to pray for our city. It's just a terrible situation all the way around. Maria's taking Julia's side. Remember, you're in a room full of men. You have to expect some type of male chauvinist comment.
I think she's taking up for y'all.
I don't even know what that. I'm like, what's his name? I don't even know what that word means.
Could you spell it if you had to?
No, I can answer that.
You remember what Mac Davis said? It must have something to do with the way that I feel.
No, they don't. They don't.
Oh Lord,
it's hard to be humble.
Yeah.
They don't hurt my feelings or
Did you
offend me. I feel like I'm supposed to balance it all out.
You're just very callous.
Well, actually, we really look at you as one of the guys. Is why you fit in.
The way you walked through the mud in those suede shoes when we took those pictures, we knew that you was part of the team.
Folks,
y'all pray for me. We're taking next week off.
All of us are scared of her. We just have to admit it. That girl's tougher than y'all think.
We act different off camera than we do on camera around her.
I've walked in City Hall with her and people go,
that is
when
not.
She walks in.
When I looked out from under the seat of that Tahoe, I expected her to come out of the nail salon.
I'm just a
wrong color,
damsel in distress. Oh, please help me.
They messed them up again.
I was out.
I said
glossy.
Have you ever had, because I don't know much about fingernails and stuff like that, have you ever had the stick-on kind that's not really your nails that they put on to make them longer?
Yes.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
How long do they last?
It depends on who does them and
if you chew them or not.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, you can have a full set and then go back and get it refilled, and I mean, it can last you 4, 5, 6 weeks.
If you use that Gorilla Glue, it'll last for a while.
I always
Jail is too.
Another one of my great ideas was to make them like flavored. Because they chew your nails. Beef jerky.
Beef jerky flavored nails.
Or you could get, I guarantee all the guys in the bar be wanting to chew on your fingers.
What I've always wanted.
Don't put them on your toes.
But you do these nails like that, you have them flavored. If you got that dog breath, you have spearmint.
What is going on in the show this morning? It is so weird.
Well, now that Odie said that, folks, let me just let we go. There's some freaks in America.
There are.
Oh, yeah.
There's people that pay to have pictures of toes. Just toes. Mm-hmm. Who would pay for pictures of toes?
I don't know, but where can I sell them?
Ain't nobody looking at that hammer toe.
The only time that I've ever commented on a toe was when I would be in Walmart and somebody would be wearing sandals and it would have that toenail
was hanging off to the
way up and it crooked around.
That could get stuff off the bottom shelf.
Yeah. Now that will make me look at a toe.
Or when they walk at one left that just falls off the flip flop.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Look like they need to go to a fair instead of a nail shop.
Get that stitch together so it don't keep that little piggy keep falling
you
off
think
the
about
corner.
man's got socks. Go get some socks, please.
All right.
Let's go to Mosby Road. This was the scene yesterday afternoon. As I went, and I noticed immediately as I rounded the curve, something ain't right. We was kind of on its side as we got there.
You can't
Look at
park
this.
there.
I was checking the undercarriage.
You can't park there.
Believe it or not, no one was injured that time. And then here comes some woo-woo. Here it comes. There they come. The ambulance arriving on scene as we get there. Metro was point as they arrived. I got out of the road, as you can see there in the background.
That's smart.
So they could get around there, and they got there. And
You
again,
said they got a siren there to get you out of the way.
Man, on that the Metro Dodge Durango, I don't know if they got like Sam's Choice woo-woos or what, but that thing is loud.
it'll make you jump on it.
And it runs all the time. I see them everywhere, and it's loud. So, anyways, I've been complaining about the woo-woos on the Metro.
As a matter of fact, I ran back into the woo-woo lights later yesterday afternoon.
Because you chase them. It's like a German Shepherd.
Here we are out at 157A mile marker there. As you see, we got some pretty serious damage going on there. Police arrived and fire departments there, and woo-woo lights. There they are. They're standing in the bushes there as we all look on. Mm-hmm. Woo-woo lights. And again, no one seriously injured. It was thought to be injuries in the beginning as everybody arrived on scene, but everybody was okay. Thank goodness, nothing bad with that.
You're right, Annette.
What'd she say?
I thought Julia was going to tell us something going on in Meridian.
Okay, tell us.
Okay, and that is the only, that's the only reason I started coming out here was to tell people about full moon.
Didn't you like
and
it?
then I know, and
then you couldn't
I've
leave.
been subjected to this just for this airtime, and I'm going to take it.
Well, you got an on-air husband out of the deal.
That's right, and we parked behind you, so you can't
blessed.
leave. That's right.
So tonight at 6 o'clock, you can come to Downtown Meridian. You're going to look for 2 giant moons. Can't miss them. Right off 22nd Avenue by the Riley Center. We'll have our full moon on 5th opening night for the 2025 season. Livestock is playing, the band. They came and hung out with Scotty Ray yesterday. We have a kids area that has been expanded. We've got some cool lights and AstroTurf and crafts for kids. Have some art in the art gallery. Bring your chairs. There'll be live painting. And then your favorite part.
Good victuals.
Food and beer.
Cold snacks and victuals.
And so it'll be a good time in Downtown Meridian. It's free.
So
put
what
on by
time
Aces.
does everything just kind of fall together? What time do you, like if you're going to
6 o'clock. I mean, we have some warriors that will show up, and they'll be there at 5 to get their chairs out. If I had to guess, they'll come drop their chairs off. They've got and I love that they have that system.
So you can show up at 5:30 and get set up. Y'all don't have a problem with that?
No, we don't care. We just, but the cash boxes and stuff aren't given out for them to start doing business really until about 6.
But the one thing, there's no gate to come in.
There's no gate. You just walk in. It's a block party. And we're real passionate about the kind of vibe of it, and it's supposed to feel like a casual little block party. And so you can walk in
Greg
and out.
talked about this because you had never been to anything downtown until this.
Right.
It is safe.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's a good time. I mean, I ain't gonna lie about it. I was a little leery at first. Man, I ain't going down there after dark. Dude, it was a good time. And I couldn't get over how many people that I knew. You know what I'm saying?
How many people were there?
Yeah, how many people were there and how many that you know. I mean, everybody's there. I mean, go by and visit and talk. I mean, I hate to give her credit, but it's a pretty good deal.
No, it's a lot of fun, and I've got a great committee that does different parts of it. And Mark Davis has been like a nerd all week working on. We've got some fancier lights and stage stuff and things like that we're rolling out, and so we've been putting all that together, and it's a lot of volunteers and sponsors that make it happen so that it's free and fun for people in Meridian. And Serve Pro has really stepped up this year, and they're our big sponsor for our events this year, and we're real thankful for them. And Magnolia Steel is helping us out, and we've always had Mitchell Distributing, Magnolia Beverage, the Ice Plant it's always been real supportive of us, so that's the reason we can do it. It's a bunch of volunteer hours and those companies that step up and help us.
And we appreciate them so much.
Sure do, because we could. That's the only way it works.
I'll be down. I think, Greg, you'll be there tonight. Odie, I'm sure you'll be there.
We'll be there.
Julia has to be there.
I will be there.
And we'd love to meet you. Come up and talk to us.
Yeah.
Julia.
She never speaks to us in public. Have you noticed that?
I'm busy.
She
I'm
waves
doing
and then
stuff.
keeps walking pretty fast.
I'm usually something's going on.
I've seen you dress up for the 80s shows. Mm-hmm. Will you wear the boots tonight for this since it's country?
I'm not wearing the boots. But
it's country night. Boots.
I'm usually in my tennis shoes at this kind of stuff because I'm running,
Let's talk about...
Don't wear anything open-toed after today's show.
I won't.
What do you suggest, and I'm being all serious with this, of attire? What should you wear with the weather?
It's casual. Wear whatever you want to. I mean, if you want to dress up and you want to look cute and get you a man, go ahead. But, I mean...
like
T-shirt, shorts, and I mean, it's real. It's a block party.
Come as you are.
You're just hanging out with your friends. That's all it is.
Do you need a jacket? You think?
That's up to you. I think it's like 70. What? You're the weatherman.
As the night,
shouldn't you be telling people that?
Well, I'm letting you. It's your event.
Yeah.
I'm letting you take.
She should check the weather, shouldn't she?
Yeah.
But it is one of those. If you're a little cold natured, bring a jacket.
Yeah, bring a
it'll
sleeve.
be 70 when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
A little cooler.
Yeah, but bring a sleeve. It'll be a good time.
Not a night for Daisy Duke shorts just yet.
I don't know.
I'm still trying to decide between Goodyear and Michelin. You said something about a tar.
Tar?
Let's take a minute and talk about our friends over here. They do so much for us. Snowden and Company. If you're looking for a home, you're thinking of buying a new one, drop in to see Amanda. They will help you out. And we'll have a press release coming up from them very shortly from now of something going on in the city that you need to know about from the realtors. Very important there. But if you're looking for a home, whether it's in the city, in the county, well, they've got that for you there at Snowden. They'll go through that. And you can take virtual tours. You can click any of these homes here and find out more. This is over in Collinsville. As you click that, you can go and look at the many different pictures inside the home. Look at that. See exactly what it looks like. And then you decide if you want to go see it in person. It'll tell you all about it here, the square footage, anything that you want to know. Tax year 24, it tells you everything about it. Something to learn, something to see. Again, that's Snowden and Company. Visit with them today.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Here we are.
Whoops! I was attempting
these kids
on the phone.
These
again.
Kids and these phones.
Pay attention. They're always on the phone.
Well, I think it's equally important as we show pictures to have video. And I was in the middle of loading a new video.
He was crushing them candies or whatever it is.
There's a lot of people that do that are addicted.
Yeah. I like candy.
As a matter of fact, I see both parts of this. I saw some people arguing on the internet yesterday as a letter came out from the IRS. If you work there, you can no longer look at news stories or do anything on your computer. The IRS, I kind of get this. Those computers don't need to be hacked. So if you've got your personal phone and you want to look at the news, then look at it on your cell phone. But anything could happen on a government computer, and you're dealing with people's personal information. I sort of follow along with that. Now, I didn't say it'd make everybody happy, but you sort of see the point on that. Mm-hmm. So, give us your take, since I didn't have you like Megyn Kelly Tuesday night to do a wrap up. What did you see as the president spoke? How do you put that, and what do you say about the Democrats of the reaction that we saw to those little boys and little girls?
I just I hate to see our country so divided. And some of the stuff just feels so common sense, and just to see people like watching the Democrats in the audience, I'm just going, that I don't know. It seems disrespectful to the process. I don't know.
There was a lot.
I hate the divide. I hate that it's you got to be.
But would you agree?
You know what? There are things that I don't agree with on both sides, and I think we've gotten away from that. And it's like you got a team, and it doesn't matter what the issue is. I'm not even listening to how I feel about it. I'm just blindly going with one side or the other, and that's what I saw.
But how could you not, as an American, when that little boy who has cancer,
right? That's what I'm saying. You're so blindly on a team that you don't even care what the issue is.
If you can't stand up
that's
for that,
not,
something's wrong.
So that's the divide is what I got. It's just, it doesn't even make sense.
Now, and let me ask this too, as all of us sit in this room, and you who are watching from home or wherever you are today, Al Green, the guy that got up and caused a disturbance at the beginning of that, that should have never happened in such a place as that. If you've got an issue, if you've got a problem, then do a press conference afterwards. That just, whether you're a Republican or if a Republican had done that, I would say that's not the place to do that.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like we're getting away from is. You got to hold your party accountable just as much, but you can't just blindly be okay with something or be against something just because that's what your party is doing. And that's what that whole night felt like, is I'm against it just because it's you, even if it makes sense or is good policy or good things that all of us should be for. You should, I don't know, you just shouldn't be blindly following.
I'm trying to, and let me show you this. I'm going to show you the front cover of Fox News, their webpage here, and I want to see if I can find her name because
While you're looking for this, I noticed Congressman Guest posted on his social media yesterday. It might have been the other day, I don't know, but he posted a list of since government employees are being asked to provide what they have done. He, as an accountability, he posted what he had done that day, which I thought was really interesting. You should go look at it. I was like, okay. So y'all know this is what I did today.
Yeah.
It's part of my salary that you're paying me as a taxpayer.
All right, let me show you the front of Fox News, their webpage, and then we're going to click on a link here. As we look at Fox News, this is what got my attention because I saw it last night. And as we get into this, it is people who are Congress people who are dancing at their desk and down the street in resistance to Trump. And let me pull this up here. Let's look at this as we go down. I don't know who she is, but she had like a full choreographed dance.
Yeah. It was it was to the song from the Super Bowl, and it's a popular, trendy thing. She's young. I think, isn't she the one with the bad built body, the eyelash? You remember the exchange in a committee hearing? Where
what happened? I don't know this one.
In the blue?
No.
The one beside AOC?
Yeah.
This one
wasn't she the one that called Marjorie a bad built, butch, blonde,
I think that
whatever? I think that's her.
But and maybe I'm just missing a trend, and maybe they're trying to get on. When Trump done and it was a viral sensation across America. Is that what they're after?
Yeah,
I'm unsure.
Yeah, no, it is to a different demographic than you. Okay. That would be a very popular way to communicate. So, okay. It's.
I'm with Greg's face there.
No, it shouldn't. She's not targeting you two, so that's why she would do. Yeah, like y'all aren't her audience.
Is it because we're no nonsense type people?
Well, you're pretty staunch Republicans. You're not, and you're not interstate, and you're not of the age that the voter that she's trying to reach. So,
okay, because it totally meant when I watched it.
Wasn't meant for you.
Some things I don't get. I can tell Greg don't get it.
I didn't get that channel.
Are you going to eat crawfish with us today?
I don't know yet.
What do you?
I just don't know yet.
You said nice things about her on the air.
Yes. It's my wife's last day at IMC, and I may need to go do something with her.
That's sweet. You should bring her to eat crawfish.
I'm a sweet person.
That would be nice there.
Well, every time I've ever carried her to do that, you can't carry her back because she can eat like 20 pounds.
Hey, I'm right there with her.
They got a time limit. Her and my daughter can eat more crawfish.
Don't invite me to crawfish. They messed up.
And I also want to say thank you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Julia. She was
for what?
She was with us. You got to remember, she was with us last Friday, and she handled a lot of business for us.
I did.
I'm Edgar can type. And so as I chased this, that, and the other, I handed her my phone and said, will you please spell this correctly?
That's that day everything was spelled right. Now I remember.
But she took a picture last Friday as we got here.
That was funny.
And we got there, and this is what was going on. This had happened. They had run off in the ditch, and I called Antonio, and I said, guys just told me something I didn't understand as we took the picture, and I said, could you translate it? And he goes, yeah. He goes, they were going, where's the boots? Where's the boots?
Scotty Ray's a part-time cowboy. He didn't wear the boots.
No, they weren't talking about me.
Talking about your boots.
Oh, they were not saying that.
You were standing there taking the picture, and they were going, where's the boots?
That is not what they were saying.
It is.
You were so full of it.
Antonio told me so. He's my official translator.
How much longer is this show today?
We don't know. Nobody's changed the clock. It's like time stood still. Like time just stood still.
Get me out of here. I'm not
Did I show this from last weekend where a Meridian police officer was absolutely rude to me?
Really?
Scotty Ray.
I mean, absolutely
Can't believe they do that.
Is this a new one or a different one?
It was a wreck last weekend. And I don't think we had a chance to talk about it that week. That's where it hit that light.
Ow.
That was let me show this, and let me show you this. We stay out of the police's way.
Miss Kitty.
So let me back this up. Now, as you can clearly see, I'm not up here bothering anybody. I'm off in the grass, way away from the right of way. and he just didn't seem to want me at the scene taking pictures of anything. I'm not near anything, or nothing could fall on me or hurt me. And they're looking at that.
Hope
wow,
you
that's
feel
great.
better.
And we come around to this kid here.
Wow, that's great.
You should be on the
You should report the news or something, Scotty, right?
Then I was asked. Then I was removed from the scene for doing my job, and
One of them get on each side and carry you out.
they wanted
Your little
to.
legs
They
kicking.
wanted to, and it just goes on and on, and you know.
Can you ask somebody to record that for us if it ever comes to it?
I got body cameras, and I'm gonna start actually.
They're pretty hard to. Oh, you have body cameras.
Yeah, I have body
I was going to say, you're not getting that body
Yeah, I have tried over and over to get the Meridian Police Department to handle over stuff like that. And they seem to either misplace it or, you know.
Well, then they don't have it, and then they
Yeah.
do have it, but then they can't give it to you.
Right. And by law, you have to turn that stuff over. And I just like to say this, and I mean this, I'm not being ugly. If you are a city employee, this is not the time to be rude to anyone in town. There's a thing coming up called an election. It's coming very soon. If you're ugly and mean to people that could be elected, you may not have a job soon. Keep that in mind. Be on your best behavior and be fair. An election is coming. Keep that in mind. Those you are rude to today may be in charge within a few months. Just saying. And that's the way it was, as I predict. There's a lot of truth to that.
So Winnie said the news yesterday said Speaker Johnson got a DUI.
No, it was his
Trump's
chief of
speech.
staff.
It was Speaker Johnson's chief of staff. It was not Speaker Johnson that got the DUI.
He bumped into a little car, and I think they gave him a little breathalyzer.
Them parked cars will pull out in front of you if you ain't
Nah,
Just jump right out in front of me. We had a horse trailer jump out in front of somebody. That was last weekend too. Boo-boos happen all across town all the time there. Let's see, what else did we miss? I want to say this. I went to these
That looks like Walmart.
These little girls were the sweetest thing.
That was Sam's.
Yeah, that was Sam's there. They were the sweetest thing as I talked to them, and we do appreciate them.
see the mayor?
Do what's that now?
Nothing. I'm being messy.
I missed that.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, I appreciate them. They were just nice as they could be. And I've got a few that I hadn't got loaded yet. We're going to put more of that. But we enjoy meeting everybody. And again,
Scotty Ray Fan Club.
we would really, really love to meet y'all tonight. Come up to us, speak to us. We're going to be out and about, all of us tonight, downtown Meridian, and it's going to be a party as we have an actual great band.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out. It's free. A lot of people worked hard, so you can come enjoy it.
That's right.
One last thing, I do have a little bit of a video I wanted to show this. Let me refresh this as we go back to. And if you're just tuning on this, we have had a murder this morning in Meridian. It has happened. Let me go back here as we pull up our pictures. I've added a video in here, a little quick video to give you a sense of what's going on there. Again, this happened 25th Avenue, 1600 block, 16th Street is where that is. But murder, we don't have details yet as to what caused this. Was it an argument? Was it a drive? We don't know yet. They are investigating. As soon as we get more information on that, we will pass that along. Avoid that area right now, most likely blocked off, and you don't want to be hung up in traffic for quite some time. So what's on the agenda for Julia today?
Got a big day. I got a lot of little projects I'm working on. Eating crawfish.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Well, there goes the day.
The Ice Plan is a sponsor for Full Moon and a sponsor for my crawfish habit. So they get 5 stars from me this
Are we
week.
invited?
They told me that I could if I wanted to, and jury's still out. Not really sure. I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know.
Red or blue?
That's the question of today.
I got to go pick out what I'm going to wear.
Red or blue?
Yeah.
Pick. We want to say thank you. We got any birthdays, Odie?
We got a few. We got Dawn Woods is having a birthday. Tammy Sparrow Lewis is having a birthday. Joy Alicia Potate's got a birthday today, so
That's
you better
right.
say happy
Sounds like
birthday
she-
when you see her.
That's right.
And Greg Cox has got a birthday tomorrow. So
That's all you got.
that's all we
I
got.
feel like you had to miss some, Odie.
Yep. That's all we got.
Okay.
I was checking here,
We'll
and
have to make some up.
just sometimes it's good to do that.
Yeah, when's your birthday?
It's very near to this date, but you have missed it. So,
what?
Ooh,
We missed your birthday?
I don't know.
Tell us.
I just don't have. I don't
We'll
know.
sing happy birthday.
I mean, we're going to find it.
Well,
I
yeah.
haven't
done
changed.
planted to see.
Taylor Scruggs has got a birthday today.
I've remained at the same age for a long time.
Well, that doesn't matter. When is the day,
You can
though?
be 29 every
She's
every
like
year.
that clock on the wall.
It was last month. I snuck it by you.
We did not.
Had no
I
clue.
know. I do this so
That
you'll
was
feel guilty
very,
and get me a
very
bigger
ugly
gift.
of you to do that to us.
That is rude.
You're very rude. We could have had some of your cake.
Sure.
If Tyler bought some.
Did Tyler get you a cake?
I don't really do cake. No, I didn't.
Did
have
he
a
get you
birthday cake.
anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we've all reached the point where we don't get those anymore. That's going to happen to you. I just want to warn you.
Yeah. No, I got a big birthday present. So that's all I need.
Okay.
Janice Marie Bishop had a birthday Sunday.
Yeah, it's happening.
So I hate
Sunday.
that. Melvin Burnett was 75 years
See, all
old
these people do have
Sunday.
birthdays.
Coming up on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah. Close enough.
All right, well, I missed Janice's, and then I guess Melvin's would be 75 this Sunday.
On Sunday.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Price's old dentist office. Is that where that was?
Yeah, that's what everybody is saying.
Yeah.
Where the shooting was?
Yeah.
So,
Somebody had an anniversary there at the bottom.
Remind
Go
us,
back.
that's going to be for Monday, so
That's for
remind
Monday.
us Monday.
Yeah.
41 years.
That's a heap of them. We want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts letting us into your home. Yeah, y'all are so kind to us. We can't thank you enough. And we mean well by everything. We try to give you the headlines and news as it happens throughout the area. And if I can't get there, Julie is on the scene.
Yes.
Sometimes she has to get in the brawls to get the story.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Got to cause the fight.
Again, give us a wrap up and remind us where to be
6
tonight.
o'clock, Downtown Meridian. You cannot miss the moons. Go towards the Riley Center. It's free. Bring your lawn chair if you want to sit and listen to a great band, or just walk around and visit with your friends.
Oh, do you have a passage, a message
Yeah, we
for us?
do. We're going to go, let's see, Philippians 4, verse 9. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. He will bring peace to not just you, but he can bring peace to our city, our county, our state, our country. All we've got to do is come together, ask him to be a part of our everyday lives, and he can change our lives and keep us all safe. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. We'll see y'all tonight. Until then, remember one thing's for sure. We love you. Have a great day.
Anything you need to say, Greg, before you get out?
Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Be nice to somebody, and see y'all next week.
Any parting words there, Julia?
See y'all in a couple of weeks.
Oh, a couple of hours.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's taking off there.
Yeah, or you got to come see me tonight.
Some more PTO.
No.
Y'all have
I mean, she starts off a year with time off.
At least I'm not a no-call, no-show like you are.
Wait a minute. I have never not called.
Real late.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.